Today we're going to make Rick Bayless's Fonterra brand red chili barbacoa slow cooking sauce. We're going to use that, and we're going to make a chili marinated pit roasted meat. So what this is, you're going to make this, it's going to marinate, you're going to cook a while. It's about 8 hours. It's a bit of a long process, but it takes that much to really tenderize the meat because you're using like a chuck roast or a brisket to do it. So to start off, you need 1 packet of the Fonterra product there. You need a kilo of diced meat, big chunks, and you need 1 onion. Actually, you only need half, so I'm only going to use about that much. Cut it in half, okay? So with those 2 things there, all 3 put together, very simply to make. Okay, first step we're going to do is get out a skillet, put a little bit of oil in there, about 2 tablespoons, okay? Once that is there and heating up, and I got the gas on already, and we're going to enter our beef, put that into it. Okay, so now we're going to just brown it. So we're going to put that up, get our red onions, throw these things in. Actually, I'm going to cut these into a little bit small, just cut them in half. We really want them big and chunky. So there you go. So let's cut them like that, throw them in, break them up a little bit as you put them in. Again, just about half an onion, so I got a little bit too much there, so I'll leave that out. And we're just going to brown that on the skillet. That's the first step. Okay. So what the browning is going to do is just going to seal the meat in, keep some of that flavor in, soften up the onions and get those a bit sweet. And that's the first step. And this is only a 3-step process. After this, we just add the sauce, and then we're going to put it into a slow cooker and let it cook in the slow cooker overnight. Not overnight if you want to, or when you go to work, do this in the morning. All done with this in about 5 minutes. Put it into your crock pot, go to work, come home, and it's all done. And just keep on stirring that around so it browns. It should only take a few minutes. So this is going to give you, with the Rick Bayless's product, it's going to give you the taste of a cooking on an open pit. It's got a little bit of that nice smoky taste to it. One of the things that Rick is pretty famous about doing is using all authentic ingredients, and a lot of the ingredients like the tomatoes and the peppers are char-broiled in a roaster, so you get that nice roasting taste in a lot of his products. These are all authentic products. Rick was in Mexico. If you go onto his website and read a little bit of his history, he spent a lot of time down there in Mexico and brought back to him a lot of the real authentic stuff, not the things that you'll find in LA and in Texas and New Mexico and things like that, which are more Americanized. Is the flavors that he puts together are really the true Mexican flavors. Okay, I think we're almost about done here. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to go to our next step. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to take our meat and we're going to get it and just put it into our crock pot. So, very simply, that's all done. Meat's in, done. Get rid of that, too hot. Pack it. Now, also you notice that we got this little plastic liner there. That's the slow cooker liner, so you don't have to worry about cleaning up too much later, or if it burns or anything like that. So, the other thing is you open up the packet. How difficult is that? Open the packet up, pour it. Okay, in it goes. Give that a bit of a stir. Make sure it's all through. Okay. Sits like that. Put it on low. Put the cap on it. And we'll see you in 8 hours. With the magic of TV, it'd be like bang. Okay, now to go with our barbacoa, what we're going to do is make some tacos. Right, so easy to do. Tortillas, yeah, tortillas, well they become tacos. So what you do is we're just going to make 1 cup loosely packed of mesa flour. Okay, that goes in there. This is real easy to make. I mean, you can go to the store and buy them already pre-made, or you can make them yourself. And it takes 1 cup, recipes on the thing, 2/3 of water, 2/3 of water, and just mix that up for 2 minutes. Right? Real simple. So you get the spoon, you can use your fingers, your hands, and just put that together. It just goes around for about 2 minutes. So if you're doing a lot, then you could just put it into KitchenAid, you know. But this is real simple, so you just do it like that. Get your fingers into it. You can smell the corn as you put the water into it, and just keep on going. Just you put in a pinch of salt, okay, which I'll do in a second as I find it. Okay, salt is like right here. Some salt and just a pinch in each. Okay, and you just get this to where it all just comes together. So it just takes about, well, they say on a packet 2 minutes, but that's might be for somebody who's more professional at doing this than I am. But once you get this all done, then the only thing you got to do is flatten it out. Now, if you don't have a tortilla press, just use a roller, and then you just heat them on the grill for about a few seconds, and they're all done. It's really pretty simple to make homemade tortillas, and they're so much better tasting than what you're going to get in the supermarket, and you did it yourself. Yeah, we're almost there. You got this, cameraman? See, it's like coming all together. Very quick and easy. And then you just roll it into a ball. And this is for 1 cup. And it's really simple on the back. Just tells you right in the back, this just says the simple ingredients and the simple way to make it. Pretty easy to make tortillas. So, that's just about done. Look at that. We didn't even take a break or cut. Okay, so now, one thing we're going to do with this, probably let it rest for a little bit. And then through the magic of television, we'll come right back to you. Okay, so now we got our mesa flour all done into a ball. Okay, and so this one here is supposed to make 8 tortillas. So just 1, that's 2, that makes 4, that makes 6, and there we go, and that makes 8. So each one of those is supposed to be a tortilla. So you make little golf balls out of these. And then you just flatten them out a bit. As you start flattening them out, get yourself a roller or whatever. You just do it with the roller. It's just quick and simple. So that's what we're going to start with. Do a little bit of press, and then we're going to roll it a bit. Okay, or you again use a tortilla press. This doesn't come out very pretty doing it this way, but I guess if you practice it, you can get it where it comes out round, and it's supposed to come out round. This one here looks like the map of Ireland. So again, you could just get rid of all, if you want to make it round and look nice and stuff like that, you can just do it with a knife. You can make them small, or this is according to the directions there of how much to put into it. It doesn't give us that much, but I would probably double the recipe. Okay. So you want to get it nice and thin. There you go. Yeah. Messed that one up again. Anyway, here it goes. Map of Australia. Like these ones off that I messed up. Put them on there. So now the grill's on medium heat. Okay, and it takes about 50 seconds per side. So it takes about 50 seconds to do on each side. So less than a minute. You use no oil or anything like that. And the ones you buy in the supermarkets have lard and stuff in it too. So if you want to have it more natural, just do it yourself. You see it's starting to puff up a little bit. It's showing that it's just about getting cooked. Now, when you go to some of the restaurants in Los Angeles, they go where they actually, lady sits there and does it all by hand. She just pats it one to the other, and then flips it onto the grill. Bang, 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 all done and at your table. But even though this one's a little odd shape, but it's so much nicer than buying those store-bought ones. At least you did it yourself. Alright, so now we got our little tortillas that we just made, or again, you can buy them store-bought. Now here's the finished product of the Barbacoa. Now, as you see there, the only thing I did, to just because the meat has cooked so much and so tender, I just gone with the tongs and just did like that, and it just separates it all nice up. So, now this is really not much of a fancy dish, so you can just shove it onto your tortillas and just do it like that, and just do it like sort of like a taco. But again, it's going to be real meaty. And then you can fill that in with a little bit of cilantro or parsley, whatever you like. Maybe a little bit of sour cream if you want to get fancy. And if you want to keep it authentic, keep the cheese away. But then you just roll it up and eat it like that. The other way to do it is use some white egg noodles and serve it over a bed of egg noodles. That really be nice. So there you go. That's it.